Occasionally, we have faculty who come to us with questions about using Turnitin. The questions range from, how do I check my students' paper for plagiarism, to, is there any way I can allow my students to check their own papers for missing citations? We encourage faculty to use Turnitin as a teaching tool that will show students how plagiarism can be detected. But more importantly, we encourage faculty to use this tool as a method of showing students where they may have forgotten to cite an idea in their paper. The Turnitin tool is built into the assignment tool, so make sure that the assignment tool has been added to your list of tools before getting started. Now click on the Add button and complete the assignment form. It is important that when you choose the option Student Submissions from the drop-down option to select Single Upload File Only. This is important because Turnitin can only scan for one document at a time. Also, it is important that students only attach Word documents. Turnitin works best with Word. If you have a student using Pages on a Mac computer, they have the option to select File, Export to Word. Select the option Allow Resubmission. This will allow your students to resubmit their paper if they need to before the deadline. Since it's hard to predict how many times a student would want to resubmit their paper, you can choose Unlimited. After you've typed in the instructions for the assignment tool, scroll down. When you get to the Turnitin Services checkbox, check the Use Turnitin box to turn on other options for using Turnitin. Our system is set up to not submit student papers to the Turnitin repository because if a student resubmits a paper that they've written, it might show up as self-plagiarized. You can choose when you want the report to show up for your students. You can select either immediately or on due date, and you can select whether you want students to view the reports for their paper. Checking originality. Turnitin will check papers against online web pages, library databases such as EBSCOhost, ERIC, and LexisNexis. It will also check it with papers that have been submitted to Turnitin's repository. Now, once all of your options have been selected, scroll down and click on the Post button. There you have it. Now you know how to check your student's paper for plagiarism or allow your students to check their own papers for missing citations.